I'm waiting until
I
getting all
actually
good.
don't have the ability to change the like what's being streamed or anything of that.
I guess.
So
Wait, what?
it says
So
it says Irrational Radio is streaming.
I could do that.
Yeah,
I
I
do that.
can't do that. I can only start a stream.
oh, interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah, so
okay, guys. Welcome to whatever this is.
Welcome to Can You Hear Us?
Tuesdays, guys.
welcome to
Welcome
Can
to
We Be Heard?
Are We Coming Through? Welcome to Test Stream.
We can in fact be
Welcome
heard.
to-
I checked that one out.
Let me. I want to look up Twitch, but I'll die if I try
Yeah.
doing anything more with my
Anyone
keyboard.
is coming in. We are getting technical issues solved so that we are not Terror Tuesday. I swear.
We're not Terror Tuesday.
We're not Terror Tuesday. It is unfortunately a
What is
Thursday.
today?
We
Oh,
are
it is.
not playing. We're not playing Visage. In fact,
In fact, we are playing DnD.
dude.
I need to mute
Fifth edition. Some would say.
I'll be right back, guys. Tell me if you need me. Just at me.
Okay. Is there any update on the whole name thing? Is working on the
Working
name.
on it.
It's being worked on by our friends who can actually edit that.
Yeah.
So
don't
hi,
you
I'm
love-
in. You might have heard me here before because I'm cool sometimes.
I guess I can do the IR introduction, huh? Hello, I'm Osper. I'm the one in the top left. I'm a DM. I've been DMing here on Irrational Radio for like 2 years. Now this is my first streamed game. So now we have someone who's been on IR more. You can say hello.
Me
Very
hello?
good, Aiden.
Oh, me hello.
Very
Hi.
good, Aiden.
Yeah.
Hi.
Riveting banter.
My name is question mark.
Should I throw the correct one over since apparently we're not going with the question marks like I was told we were?
If you want to keep it like that until their character gets introduced, you can. Since their
Yeah,
character's
we
not here
can.
right now.
It gets spooky. It gets spooky.
All right,
but
your
yeah,
your
hello.
remaining question marks.
Hello, but anyway, hello. It's Aiden. You know, I'm the guy who streams games on here. Well, that's not on Twitch, mostly on YouTube. But yeah, I've been around here before. And now you guys get to witness my live bullying. So that'll be fun.
Dude, we get to bully you in real time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your biggest bully is right here. Hi.
I mean,
so
I guess you could be like the smallest bully.
Smallest
on the Twitch
bully.
stream, to go top to bottom, Ella.
That's me. Hello.
Hello. Do you want to say who you're playing as?
I am playing as Victor.
Oh.
Fuck. Should I go into the character description?
I'll just say this. Victor is a tiefling, and they are cool. They have astigmatism. Is that the name?
No, it's vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Astigmatism is the thing with the eyes.
Right. Sorry, I was watching documentaries. I have Pretzel or Pretz.
Hello, I'm playing Moss. He's a slimy guy.
Slimy boy. Jello boy, in fact.
And we have Saugus playing Audria.
Hello. I am playing the buff girl that you see randomly go across the screen every once in a while. She is Furball Goliath. She's a half race. Basically half elf, but big.
Big.
Before we start up on the session or any of the beginnings of anything, I would like to say thank you very much to Noah who made the stream layout and everything. I very much appreciate it, and it looks very well good.
It's a pleasure.
Also, all of the art that's on the scrolling right now, that was made by our 3 players, Noah, Pretzel, Smith, or Branson. And finally, this is technically a sequel game, but you don't need any information. All of that will be told in the game. Oh, with that, players, are we ready to start our first ever session? Dusty
Woo!
Dash.
I assume. I'm ready.
I'm good to go.
Alrighty.
I need to get my sheet up, probably.
So imagine your very stereotypical, like southern banjo bluegrass music in the background. Welcome to the year 1931. We are here in this little town called Adair, Oklahoma. It's just best town it could be. The Great Depression's hitting hard. Dust storms have been warming, but nothing too bad. Maybe if it rained, maybe we could get our crops getting better. But help each other out when we can. Don't have much money to pay with, but spot you a bag of flour or something. And let us go right into the game of Dusty Death. We had a session 0 with 3 of these players. Where they had a task to return to the town and return a certain letter. So I will start with Victor.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
I've woken up in your nice little church.
Yeah. First thing Victor sets his mind to is writing the apology note that I do actually have written up, handwritten by me, for our slimy friend, whose life may have been threatened. Allegedly.
Allegedly. There were witnesses.
So that has to the question, Moss, where are you right now?
Can I try to like I wanna sneakily follow Victor around because I was told to watch him and make sure he delivered the letter and everything, but I don't want to interact with him because I'm scared he's gonna try and hit me again.
Alright. You would know where Victor lives, since after you guys helped out at the church, Victor would not have left.
Okay.
Oh, that means I'm probably following Moss. Because I want to make sure that this blue tiefling doesn't kill Moss like they threatened to do last time they met.
I'll say if you want, Audrey, you can be awake eating your breakfast when you see Moss emerging near the church area.
Oh, so I've driven back home after session 0. Well, back to town.
You had slept in your truck the night before.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I'm just eating breakfast and kind of keeping an eye on the little slimy boy with bones. Little slime bone man. Should we explain our characters?
Do you have any other explanation for your character, like visually, you'd like to give either Moss or Audrey?
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
Audrey.
rephrase the question. Is there any like more physical description you'd like to give other than their slimy boy or bulg, whatever?
So Audria is about. So normally Goliaths are about 8 feet tall. Audrey is pretty short for Goliath. She's around 6 feet, like 6'5". Very short hair, and it's kind of combed back, more of a masculine style for the time, and she doesn't care. And she's carrying this massive military backpack behind her stuff. And right now she's in the back of a Model A. Is that right? Model A? Yeah, it was Model A.
Model A truck.
A Model A truck that just has a big old canteen of water and a bunch of food rations in the back. There's a bedroll laid out that she's like kind of sitting on right now. She's laying back against the back of the truck, like the back of the cab, and she's just kind of watching Moss, making sure Moss doesn't get into any more trouble.
Keeping Jello Boy safe from.
Keeping the it's a very nuisance boy safe.
Moss is 5'8". He's green. He's got a couple of bones floating around in him, and generally the position you'd expect to find them in a humanoid creature with bones. He's got a rib cage, a femur, and then like a skull, but it's missing the jaw. And then he's wearing a cute little strawberry dress.
Is very adorable, in fact. While we're out at Victor, why don't we describe what your character looks like?
All right. So Victor is 5'5". He's the shortest of the group. He's a blue tiefling who has vitiligo. Short black hair and violet eyes with slit pupils because gotta get that cat energy. He's very disheveled in what he wears. And his tie does not match the rest of his outfit. He's wearing gray pants, a white button-up, a brown tie that has a bleach stain, and black shoes. Just overall, really not put together.
Yeah.
Real disaster, man.
He's a disaster man.
He'd be a disaster, but he's a disaster we all care about.
He's a lovable disaster eventually.
Well, not right now.
That's why I said eventually.
We're terrified of him right now.
Currently, there is only fear.
There's only fear in place of adorableness.
He's kind of got some resting bitch face going on.
Alrighty. With your resting bitch face waking up in the morning, I've brought. So, for everyone on the stream, I have maps on a Roll20. I'm very lazy and don't have not copyrighted maps. So, this is going to be a podcast style with that cool little slideshow being the only thing you can see.
I want to get copyright straight.
Yeah. But you wake up, your cat hops off of the bed, and you are awoken into a new world of having to give this letter to someone.
Yeah, I've got 2 letters with me. One is the one that was given to me by that guy at the bar, and the other is one that I've written up to try and make amends after the missteps last night.
Missteps.
I'm putting things gently.
Very.
Alright. Is there anywhere in particular you want to try and go first?
I'll probably try seeing if I can wander around, see if I can find our Jello Boy.
Hey Jello boy.
Yeah.
You are by the church. You know that blue dude lives around there somewhere. And
Can
to your
I-
surprise, the church door is opening.
Can I fucking hide immediately?
Oh yeah. Roll a stealth just to get into the hiding position, but you have a pretty good position already.
14.
Alrighty. Victor, you do not notice this jumping bottle of slime.
Wonderful. I wander around town, I guess, to try and find him.
Well, Audra, you would be able, because you have like a frontline view of the church in your truck.
Yeah. As Andrea like kind of looks up and sees the blue horn man, it's like, oh man, that's the one who threatened my friend last night, ain't it?
Also have seen Moss because your perception's good enough.
Yeah, Moss isn't the Moss also jumped before hiding.
Luckily, Victor's perception
Yeah.
is not good.
Audrey like kind of looks over at this blue tiefling and is like, well, I need to show him what for and tell him what happens if he messes with any more of my friends. So I kind of get up menacingly.
Down.
I put my food down. I get up menacingly and I tried to like I scoot off the back of the truck.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, just immediately? Just for my getting up? Intimidatingly?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I am big. Oh, I have really bad charisma, don't I?
So
Not
Victor,
intimidating.
you see across the way that person who was trying to calm you down last night. They put their hand on the back of their truck. They have an angry face, and then they just kind of fall forward out of their truck.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
It
up to
doesn't hurt you
them.
at all. You've done it too many times, Audria. But
I'm gonna
It's
go up to
normal,
them. Are you okay?
She kind of like dusts herself off. She kind of gets up, uses the back of the truck to kind of like get up to full height. Ah, there we go. Are you're the one who was at the bar last night, right?
Yeah.
Never do that again.
I'm actually trying to find Jello Boy to give him a note.
I don't know if Jello Boy wants to see you after last night.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can give the note to him if you want me to. That might help.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'm gonna hand Adria the note that I wrote for Moss.
She like reaches out a hand to take it. And after she takes it, she kind of like puts it up in her backpack. She's like, just are you going to stay around this area?
Well, I'm probably gonna head to the bar to deal with this other letter that I've got that someone wanted me to deliver to someone.
A man told me to look after you two with that letter. So you're gonna be at the bar?
I mean that is where I was told to hand the letter off.
I do like I try to do like that pat on the shoulder, but I go really slowly because I don't know if they're fine with that. So I just like really slowly try to put my hand down, unless they stop me.
Victor just raises an eyebrow.
I do a really light pat, like so light. Well, don't drink, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I was a little not there.
I mean, drinking isn't really the problem. I just have some anger issues. I'm working on it.
Okay, that's good. I'll see you around. And she kind of just walks off to where, not in the direction Moss is, but was kind of like going forward because I still am a little uncertain about this Victor fella.
Alright.
I'm gonna make my way to the bar.
If I notice he's not there, then I will go over to Moss. He's not looking at me.
You can after I have you roll a d20 real quick.
Oh, a D20. Just a straight D20?
Straight d20.
That's interesting.
Cool.
I don't. That.
Audria,
Yes.
you just woke up interacting with people. The day's already dragging. You need to pick me up.
I thought that was a Constitution save.
That was to see if you woke up with craving.
Oh, interesting.
This is now you are living the day, and you're going to have to roll to see if you can resist.
Oh, well, I guess I signed up for this. And she starts heading to where Moss is. She she's getting the bottle out from her backpack. I'll explain
Moss
this to.
looks as shocked as he can without a mouth and just eyes. At the fact that you just effortlessly found him.
Right, I didn't even have to look
He's
around
baffled.
because my passive. Right.
His two brain cells are working at full capacity to try and figure out how you just did that.
No, magic.
Or to Victor's perspective, it was you opened the door and there wasn't anything there. To Audria's perspective, Audria saw Moss and then the door
Yeah.
started opening and Moss jumped up and hid behind
Yeah.
a bush.
I knew
Yeah.
exactly where Moss was. I still saw them. Right at my passive perception.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even have to roll for that. Jesus, that's funny. But I kind of make my way over to Moss, and I get this letter out, and without even talking, I got one hand on the bottle, and I give Moss the letter, and then I'll explain the bottle for viewers. So this is a bottle of cough syrup, some of that old timey hard cough syrup. The stuff that you could get addicted to because it just had a little bit of everything in it. And she takes she takes the dropper out, and she takes a few drops. Well, not a few drops. She takes a drop or two of it.
Yeah, you are feeling the need to have one drop, but 2 drops would be best. 3 if you want to have a good time.
I take 2 drops. Gotta mellow out.
For the viewers, yes, Audria is addicted to drugs. Oh, this is not going to be a joke of the campaign. I'm not going to play down the fact that Audria has an addiction. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. This is an addiction. We're going to try playing it serious.
Don't worry. There are negative sides of having an addiction.
There is a lot of negative sides of having an addiction.
Do drugs, kids at home.
Oh, that hits the spot. And I unscrew the bottle. I screw back up the bottle and I put it in my backpack. Then I kind of look over at Moss.
Moss takes the letter, looks up at you, thinks for a second, and he goes, "Wait, did Victor quit?
What?
We gotta deliver this!" And I'm gonna start running off.
No,
Where's the bar?
Moss. I try to catch Moss's arm as best as you can catch a slime's arm.
Do a athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
I'll do an opposing athletics at normal.
Okay.
Oh, I messed up. Oh, that was not great on either of our parts.
Moss is an athletic.
You guys definitely did try to have a little fight there for a second. There was not enough energy put into it, and Moss is way too slippery to grab.
It's like a buttered baby. Moss, it's another letter. I yell at her. Tim, God. Sorry, I'm half asleep.
Wait, we're delivering 2 letters? We better be paid more for this.
Moss, that letter's for you.
Wait, why do I need to deliver a letter addressed to me at the bar? I don't live there.
Moss, sweetheart. Sweet little young boy. No.
Yeah.
I kind of like call. I do like the hand motion to call Moss over.
Maz walks over.
So Andrea like has the disappointed mom face as she looks you dead in the eyes. I think Victor's trying to apologize for last night. I think that's what that letter is. You don't have to deliver it to the bar.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna open the letter and read it.
And I have sent the letter to Pretz.
I'm gonna turn the letter to Audrey and be like, why is he calling me Jello Boy?
Jello boy.
Alright, I'll just send it in the Dusty chats.
So we can all see it.
So everyone can read it and see my handwriting.
Does say Jello boy.
Yeah, Victor is going to call him Jello Boy.
For reference for those at home, I'll read out this letter. Jello Boy, I apologize for losing my temper at the bar last night. It's an issue I've been trying to work on. That being said, I completely understand if I don't see you around anymore. I hope I didn't frighten you too much and wish you the best. Well, maybe don't pretend to be Jello again. Victor?
Well, he's not the boss of me. I'll pretend to be whatever I want to be.
That's good. That's good. Andrea's still a little disappointed at the lack of brain cells.
It's all slime.
It's all slime all the way inside of that skull. Besides the two little eyes, the only thing that aren't just green slime. Well, honey, we probably need to get over to the bar. You got to deliver a letter there with Victor, don't you?
Right, I was supposed to watch him.
Yep. And I
I'm gonna
kind of
start
like,
skittering off towards the bar now.
I just kind of slowly follow.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw
Moss,
Victor down.
Moss, so few brain cells. Such adorable.
Alright.
All the stat points are in adorable. None of them in brain cells.
Moss is a cutie.
Moss is definitely a cutie. They're rocking the sundress.
So, Moss and Audrey, I will tell you when you show up. But for right now, Victor,
Yeah.
you go into this abandoned pool hall and go down the stairs at the back of the hall. And enter this little bar area. There behind the counter is what seems to be a small propane tank with legs and arms. Uh, and they walk over there and like, howdy, Victor. Early morning, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm here to wait for the person I'm supposed to be giving this letter to. By the way,
Oh,
I'm
that's fair.
sorry about upstairs. I'll get that fixed.
Oh, that's alright. I already have a tab with Bishop. It's getting taken care of either way.
Yeah.
Can I offer you some squares or anything?
Um. Just I'll just have a water.
Alright. This little man will skitter over towards the water area, and this is when Moss and Audrey can come in.
Should we put down our tokens?
What?
Wait, what? What did you say, Osprey?
Hello?
You're here
Hello.
again.
Okay.
Am
You
I
don't have to
breaking
put
up?
them down unless you.
Oh, right, because they
Okay.
can't see.
This is for roleplay purposes.
Right, I forget they can't see that.
Yeah.
Because copyright maps.
Right.
I guess Audrey is just following Moss, so Moss is going to show up first.
Yeah.
Moss fucking busts through the through the doors, and he just goes, "Victor, have you delivered the letter yet?"
From
Uh,
upstairs.
Yeah, he's
You haven't
screaming at
even
him
gone
from
downstairs
upstairs.
yet.
He's screaming at him from upstairs.
Victor, you'd be able to hear it, but it'd be very quiet.
I'm gonna look at the bartender here and just. Did you hear something?
Sometimes we'll get the Passover volume from whatever happens upstairs or out on the street. Who knows?
I guess it's probably nothing then.
They turn around and give you your water.
Moss, I think you gotta go downstairs.
Oh, but what if he gets mad when he sees me again?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
You can stay behind me if you want.
Okay.
I mean, if you're that scared.
A little bit.
Well, just tell me if you need something like last time.
Get Tupperware rescue.
Just tap me on the shoulder or something. Man. I'll head back up.
Okay.
Uh,
thanks.
and I slowly go down the stairs.
Yeah.
I guess babysitting Moss is kind of what's happening. Sort of.
As soon as you walk through the doors, Audrey, the bartender, will say, "Ah, Audrey,
Nice
seeing you
to.
here again."
I completely forgot his name. What's his name?
This man's name is John Bruce.
John Bruce? Oh, this
John
is
is spelled
Jahan.
J. H-O-N.
Jahan.
Jahan.
I love Hey, Jahan. How's it going?
The face on the Warforged creature just sort of doesn't move for a second. And after about 5 seconds, it refreshes and goes, "What can I do for you?"
I thought his face was Sharpie, wasn't it?
It is, but like the rest of him paused
Oh,
to go
yeah.
along with his still face.
Oh, he had to process what I said.
Yeah.
He's voice to text activated. I said the wrong thing. Nothing much. So I can see Victor, right?
Yeah, Victor's sitting right at the bar.
I guess I go up to Victor because that's the person I need to watch, and I kind of pull up a seat for Moss to sit behind me. So there's just the good old scraping sound because I'm not picking up the stool. I'm just kind of scraping it across the floor. I set it down behind me so Moss can still be behind me if they want to be. And I sit down next to Victor, kind of across from him.
Victor's just sipping on his water.
I
John
want.
turns around. He's like, "Can I help you folks with anything?"
No.
Yeah, I want to walk over to John and like put my hands on the bar and just be like, "Jello shots, Moss special."
The Moss special.
Mr. John Bruce looks up to a clock on the wall and he's like, "It's pretty early to start serving alcohol. You sure?"
I had a rough day yesterday.
Oh,
All right, it'll be
Ma.
$4.
Okay, then I'll hand him the money.
Yeah.
Mouse, is
Take
it
it,
a
and they'll put down a little row of 3 Moss specials.
free Moss special?
Oh,
It is essentially a green Jello shot.
In 1930, the ultimate time for Jello shots.
It's
like
people
Jell-O.
making Jello
They
rolls
Jell-O
in the
Yeah.
50s, like
Yeah, they celloed everything. Once they learned that you could powder a deer antler and do this, they were like, "Oh hell yeah!" Wait, is alcohol still banned?
Yeah.
It's still the prohibition. That's
Oh,
why
it's still
not
the
That's why the
bar.
bar is a secret.
Yeah.
That's why it's a secret bar.
It's a
Why it's
secret bar.
underneath a pool hall.
Also, we're in the middle of nowhere where they don't care much. Uh,
In the middle
Are
of
you-
nowhere where they pretty much said, nah, fuck that.
nah, we we need to drink to survive. Moss, dear, are you sure it's a great idea to be drinking at what time is it?
Currently,
No.
it's about 10:30 a.m.
Like, Moss, it's only like 10:30. You know drinking's bad for you, she
Hey.
says, completely oblivious.
Yeah, Maj just looks at her and he's like, I saw you outside with your little special bottle. Don't
It's
judge
medicine.
me.
It's medicine.
Don't judge me. It's a jello shot.
I had a I had a bit of a cough. I need my medicine.
Roll a
Sure.
deception check.
It's gonna fail. I'm just gonna tell you now. It's gonna fail. Deception.
You want
That's surprisingly good.
Is this conversation loud enough for Victor to be hearing all of it?
Yeah.
right next to you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's loud enough for you.
Even I'm not
Cough,
drinking.
Yeah. Hey, are you saying there's something wrong with my horribly addictive cough syrup?
I was trying to take your side, but okay.
So, Moss, you can't really tell right away that they're lying.
Cough.
That cough really sent it over the edge, and you're like, wait, no, that sounds like a fake cough right there.
You want me to do my best fake cough?
Gosh.
There we go. Did that sell it?
There you go. Yeah, actually, Moss,
convinced.
they need to go to a hospital, if anything.
Moss is not
This is a
smart.
disease that can't be solved with Erdenol.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody else in the underground bar, or is it just
Oh,
us?
it's 10:30 a.m. It's you three and the bartender.
Do either of you? What? They're dying. Help them, please.
Would I have picked up on this lie?
I don't know. Roll inside. I guess.
See.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Very good.
Osper.
Out of all of the things I've already written down, passive insight has not been one of them. If you want to look into it, you can. But you would not. Wait, no, you would. You'd definitely be like, that's a lie.
That's a lie. Immediately, you're a charisma caster.
I am a charisma caster, but he has awful charisma.
That feels like okay. Interesting build.
I wanted to do this.
So yeah, you immediately know
Yeah.
that I'm lying.
I'm just gonna look at Moss like he's bullshitting. She's bullshitting.
Oh,
Are you sure?
Yeah,
That cough sounded pretty serious.
it was fake.
maybe I should take another drop of Virginal.
I don't think you should.
No, it's fine. It's medicine. It was.
I'm gonna
That's fine.
sadly drink my Moss special.
Delicious as always.
Hell yeah.
Oh right, John.
It does little to dull the pain of being deceived.
I was gonna buy another one of. Hey, do you two care about violence? I look around at the other two.
I don't really like it, believe it or not.
Oh, okay, so you should better look that way. And I put a Colt 45 on the table.
What?
Unloaded.
Ma'am?
What? It's just a gun. Hey, Jahan, how much were these again?
He turns around and then he looks down at the gun and he's like, hey, it's 10. In all my years of
It's
working
too
as a
early for this
bartender, I
shit.
never thought it'd be 10:30 a.m. I do the most alcohol and drug sales of the week.
This isn't drugs. This is a gun.
If you get far enough into gun culture, it becomes a drug.
True.
Those right there are $100.
100. That's what it was. How much money do I have? I think I did my math wrong last time.
We are using custom money, and by custom, I mean in the Roll20 sheet, instead of gold, we have that to be $100.
I have 19 gold pieces. That's 190 belts, right?
Yes. Gold is 10, platinum is 100.
Okay. Yeah. So I have basically one. I put the money down for another gun.
For another pistol.
For another pistol, yeah, Colt 45.
Yeah, they'll give you that, and they'll.
Why do you need more than one?
Oh, this isn't all the guns I have, sweetheart. And she puts up
Oh,
both of the Colts.
why do you need so many?
Well, you never know when you need to kill someone.
So is the gun just lying down on the?
Yeah, it's unloaded. I took the clip out, and I even checked the thing
Can
before
I
putting
try
it
to
down.
sneakily grab it?
You can.
Roll a sleight of hand.
I'm going to notice.
13.
13. That, unfortunately,
It's under my
you,
passive
you
perception.
you look. You can see Moss's hand ever growing slower towards the
Moss
gun.
is like Moss is just like walking his fingers over towards the gun nonchalantly.
Andra does like Andrea. How do I Andrea? She like puts down her hand in front of Moss's little slime going across the table. Do you want to fire one, dear?
I just want to touch it. Can I hold
Oh,
it?
that's fair. And I just slide it over. Just don't shoot anyone. It's unloaded. I haven't checked for you. They did like the mags. They did like they pulled it back and made sure nothing was in the chamber. Gun safety, guys.
As this literal child of a green blob is holding a gun.
Is John gonna stop me?
The crime
You
slime
guys
has a
see
gun.
the doors of the bar area open up, and it is
Oh.
a very tall, very fancy looking elvish man. This man is wearing a three-piece suit, wearing a very nice hat. They look all professional. They're carrying a pure leather suitcase that looks incredible, although not super ethical.
Victor's going to slam his hands down. It's you! That's the guy!
This man looks to you three.
Very dangerous individual.
Gonna hold up a piece
Moss
of
hides the
paper
gun behind him.
and looks up at you guys down at the paper. And he's like, "Okay, you guys are okay." Oof. I thought I was going to get shot for a second.
No, I don't have a contract on you.
Victor's going to be glaring at Adria. And kind of at
Girls gotta
Moss for
eat.
wanting to hold a gun.
What?
You're
Girls gotta
participating.
eat. What's so bad about a gun? Guns never kill
three
anyone. The
have a
person
little
holding
money?
a gun has. Oh, sorry.
Alright, you three have a little for me?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna give this guy the letter.
As you give him the letter, he will take it and open up his suitcase, pull out a very fancy letter opener, and then use it on the letter, put it back, close the suitcase, open up the letter, straighten that out. He seems very perfectionist in everything that he does. As they read down, they get to about halfway through. Then he nods, closes the letter, puts it back in the envelope, and hands it to you guys. Says, "If you would not mind burning this, I would very much appreciate it."
Alright.
Fire. There's not a flame around us, is there?
Not currently, no.
Oh, right. It'd be later at night when the flame starts.
This man holds.
I can do something though.
Oh, tiefling. Forgot tiefling.
I can maybe do something.
Wait, did tiefling have prestidigitation?
While you look for something to do, This man will pull out $33 all in ones, all very crisp. They will hand each of you $11.
11
Epic.
silver, right?
It's like, thank you very much for delivering this message. You did not know I am here.
Very good. I did the wrong voice. Oh,
The
this,
man
this,
tips his hat, winks at John behind the bar, and then leaves the bar.
Okay,
Moss, you still got
cool.
my gun?
I'm going to set this letter on fire in my hands.
Alrighty. You guys see Victor, this blue angry man, just in the palm of their hand ignite a fire from this letter.
Oh, you can do magic. Interesting.
A little bit.
I lost it. Oh, well, that's interesting. Moss, you still have my gun?
Moss is currently sitting on the floor looking down the barrel.
Moss, don't do that. That's not how you hold a gun. Let me show you how to hold a gun. I take the gun from Moss. And if John doesn't get mad at me just having a gun out, even though it doesn't have stuff in it right now.
Yeah, as soon
So
as you hold it and like get ready to hold it properly, John's like,
I,
"You better not
I,
have any bullets in that thing."
I checked. Did you? I did the little like checking the clip and everything before I put the gun on the counter.
Right?
I knew Moss was probably going to want to mess with the gun. I checked, and then I just double checked the pistol, make sure there's nothing in there. Because the
Yeah.
magazine's out. I double checked the like sliding clip and what is it called? Yeah, slide.
Yeah, I'd
Make sure
prefer
it's all
not
out.
getting shot today.
So, first things first, Mouse. See, you
Mhm.
don't put your hand on the trigger until you intend to shoot. These are real gun
Okay.
tips. Also, don't point it at people. That's very important, especially yourself. Well, do point it at people if you're. Well, that depends.
Okay.
Don't point it at good people or
So, for
neutral
sake
people.
of brevity,
Yada yada. I do gun safety.
this
Right?
gun lesson happens, and or Moss, you feel a little bit more confident that you know which side is the bad side.
Which side
Okay.
don't point at yourself. And don't point at neutral people. Only point at aggressive people. I'm not a good gun teacher. Don't.
You say only pointed at aggressive people, and Moss looks at Victor.
Please don't
Not
shoot
Victor.
me.
Victor's not aggressive right now.
So, from outside, you guys hear a rumble, and the ground sort of shakes. Not a lot, but just a little bit.
I'm gonna run out and check that out.
Hey, give me my gun back first.
Alright. As you guys are running out, I'm going to pan over to another truck that is not Audria's truck.
My beautiful Model
Oh, our mystery player, aka Aiden.
A. Aiden.
Ooh.
Oh, you got a
Me,
truck too.
you are laying down in this truck, coming out of a very nice slumber, when you hear a little device that you have with you start beeping.
I imagine like she has like her little hat just over her face, kind of just like trying to block out the sun, and she's like, and then after a few seconds, she goes, "Wait, oh shit!" And she pulls the device out. What's it doing?
You can see that this device, uh, called the Magical Pulse Detector, has 5
Yeah.
different layers with 15 buttons on each layer to see the severity of that layer.
Mm-hmm.
Is rising. It's rising past a point that you thought it might. So it shoots past 1, it shoots past 2, and it goes all the way up to the bottom of 4, which is big shit.
She very quickly kind of puts on. She has like her normal like kind of uniform on, which is kind of like a. The best way I can describe it is like pseudo kind of like Peggy Carter from like the first Captain America. Very formal, like a with a little tie, like very it's like military esque. It's like dark bluish. Uh, she like very quickly like rushes out of her car, grabs her little like a kind of like coat and and a a long kind of like duffel bag that has her weapon in it, and just like has it over her shoulder, and she's following the direction. Does this thing like give directions, or just saying the surrounding area?
Surrounding area.
Okay. When
Um,
she exits
However,
her
you don't
car,
even
she's gonna
have to
go.
look for it.
Okay. Oh, really?
Once you get out of your truck and get everything together, along
Yeah.
with the rest of the party exiting the bar, you all look down the single road town, and about a mile north, there is a huge cloud of darkness, of dust, billowing up, heading straight towards the town.
I'm gonna go warn John. And I go down and I yell at John, "Hey, big one's coming."
From all of the others you guys have seen before, this is bigger than you're used to.
That's so bad. That's
All
so
right,
bad for
I'm gonna rush off to make sure there's no kids in the
underneath the tree.
in the basement of the church in the little cellar thing.
Alrighty, do for me an investigation check.
Cool. Come on, please. Please do good at this. God damn it. That's a 4.
So you go down to the basement area. There's a little castle fort built out of cardboard boxes in the corner, but you don't see any kids.
All right. Can I try and find my cat?
Your cat has not left the church this
Okay.
morning.
Good. She's still in the church. I'm gonna leave from there and just try and warn everyone I come across to get
Yeah,
Alrighty.
inside.
I wanna run through town and anybody that I see like outside or in a dangerous area to just like warn them.
I imagine you would see my character kind of just like holding something in her hands and just like looking in on the horizon in the direction of this storm.
What's Moss
She's
up
just
to?
staring at it.
Yeah, you can tell, Igni, that this is not your typical dust storm and that you should hide.
Oh, oh shit. Okay, okay. Um, sh- so she will she's gonna look around for some buildings to go in. So what do I see in front of me?
So right in front of you would be the church. This is the biggest building. There are some families that are bunkering into the church because that is the safest against storms and such. This is the well protected building.
Okay. Then I will go to the church.
Alrighty.
I'll
I was gonna
she'll
say
run
there's also
she'll
some various shops around that can protect themselves and are starting to board themselves up.
mhm. Okay, fair enough. I feel like she probably just like go for like the most safe one with the
Right.
big church it is.
Alrighty. For the rest
Mhm.
of you, guys ran through town telling people storm is ever approaching.
I'm
Are
It
you
gonna get
guys
when
my
gonna
ass
hide?
in the church.
um uh Audria's first instinct is to like try to cover up her vehicle so it isn't completely screwed up by sand.
Right?
So that
You
should be fine.
know would know the major places to put your tarp down, especially above the engine hood and everything.
Yeah, because the cab can get sand in it. That's not the bad part.
Yeah, you have enough time where you can put everything down.
I get all my like rations and stuff inside the cab. Make sure they're fine. Make sure my hood's tied down. Well, my roof, because it pops up.
And after that, are you going to head inside the church?
I'm heading inside the church. That's the biggest, safest building.
And Moss.
I'm following Adria. She seems to know what she's doing.
Cool. But
I hope
inside
you're
the
giving me
church
like could be
right now are about 20-25 people, including you four.
Ooh.
I guess we need to go to work, boarding up doors.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you guys are
immediately
given.
busy myself with blocking the windows and such.
I grabbed a few rations and water in case, just in case. We don't know how long we'll be here. I got
You
rations and
want us to
water in
put
my
our
truck.
tokens anywhere, Oscar?
Not
Well, we didn't.
necessarily.
Okay.
This is mostly just to help me visualize where in the world we are.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, that didn't.
But
Everyone in this church, you guys hear a clatter against the wall, like outside. Then it goes ghastly silent. With only the sound of harsh wind outside whipping across the building. Every now and then, a pitter pat of dust hitting the window. While you guys are used to dust storms a little bit, for everyone else rather than Igni, you guys are used to the staying inside for about 30 minutes. But it's morning time on a clear day, and the sun has been completely blacked out.
Oh,
And there are lightning strikes that you can tell that are happening outside the large color glass stained window.
I hope Carmenner's a rat.
how crazy does it? How crazy does the device get now that we're in the storm?
Now that you're in the storm, it's hitting all the way to the top.
Oof.
Oh,
And I imagine it's a pretty audible like beep, or is it like just like is it
With a
making any
mute
noise?
button.
Okay. She'll definitely flick the mute button and she'll watch it go up and she'll just think to herself like, holy shit, this is the big one.
Victor's gonna busy himself with making sure all the families and such in the church are as comfortable as they can be.
Right?
Audrey is putting her water and rations that she grabbed out of the truck down, just in case. This might be bad. When you look up and see a cloud of darkness, you're a little scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely a tense situation. Everyone inside is like trying to have idle chatter, but it's a lot of fear.
Um, is that the end of like stuff? Because I want to do some role play. The end of like descriptions, Oscar, before I do roleplay
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm done with describing. It's just a lot of fear around.
Yeah, I know. I was just double checking because I didn't want to stop you if you had like other stuff. Like, oh no,
Yeah, no,
lightning
I
strike.
appreciate it. I'm not great at signaling when I'm stopping talking.
No,
That's all right.
so the only person who looks out of place, it's probably the weird person in like the military-esque uniform. They probably look pretty out of place here, right?
Oh, hella.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like it's kind of like finding a needle, like you find a needle in a haystack. You're like, wait a minute.
After Audrey like puts down food and water, made sure the doors are boarded up and everything, she kind of makes her way over to this government figure. I don't know if Moss is still following me though. I assume Moss is doing.
I want to try to peek outside. Not by like opening anything.
No,
Right.
don't,
There
Moss.
is the glass stained window I talked about.
Okay.
You can catch peeks of outside through the colors and everything. You can not see very far at all. It is dark due to the dust covering the sun, and just everything is metric ton of dust is moving past that window every minute.
Oh shit.
Can I stop and pray that my treehouse and my sleeping bucket are okay?
Your sleeping bucket.
And indeed, roll of religion.
Worship. Pray for God to save your sleep bucket.
Please save my treehouse and my sleeping bucket.
All right.
Oh!
Before.
You
Ouch.
feel
God
you
doesn't
feel
love
nothing.
We not get advantage for being inside the church? I'm joking. Joking.
Only Victor would.
Yeah, because Victor's a cleric.
I live here
Uh,
too.
Oh, look at me. I live at the church. Look at me. I haven't killed a man before.
Good for you.
You're so much better. I walk over to the government figure. And I kind of like see what they're doing. Hey, what's your deal? Why are you here?
Me?
I
Oh.
haven't seen you around
Oh.
town before.
Oh, well, she takes the little device she has in her hand, just kind of puts in her coat pocket. Oh, well, I just got here. Kind of a very shitty time to arrive here, I guess.
Yeah, not a good time for tourism, I'm afraid. It's becoming old lady British.
Right. Well, that's all right. Kind of next question. Does this happen often?
No, nothing like this. We've had some dust storms, but this something. Huh.
Huh.
It's new to us.
Question. Would I have noticed the military lady slipping the weird machine into her pocket?
Depends. Military lady, please roll a sleight of hand. You are trying
I
to expressly hide it.
uh yeah, I feel like she would. She would want to explain it. So yeah, let's see. It's a
22.
22.
Boss,
Why is it?
that lady has not moved an inch.
Is that even a lady or a statue?
It's a statue
Um,
lady.
can Victor try and entertain any kids that might be in the church? Try and keep their
We
mind
Yeah,
off of
decided.
the predicament.
I'd say there's a couple of, let's say, 12 to 8-year-olds, like that age range, all huddled around in what is the kids section of the church. And they're just trying to occupy their minds, but it's really just them sitting around to not feel awkward around their parents.
Yeah, Victor's just gonna go to the kids and try and start a game or something with them.
What type of game do you want to try to do? There's cards in this church, along with random other things you can find, such as spoons or spoons.
Dudes.
I'll probably grab
Hmm.
everything I can find and just try and get creative with ways I can entertain these kids.
Ready? I will roll a check to see how well your having fun affects the kids.
Oops.
They're
Oh,
having a good time. You're hyping them up, and they're letting them have fun. They're laughing, which is like bringing up the mood of the parents who are concerned for their kids. You make a very silly game indeed.
Oh.
Awesome.
Um. Also, new person. Now that I imagine you're pretty close to her. Once you get a look at her face, like she at first seems to have like normal kind of like hazelish skin, but then you notice that like a little bit around like her face and her cheeks are kind of like kind of stony. Her face almost kind of looks like semi like metallic. Um,
she?
hmm?
No. Should not say.
Of what now? I don't know nothing about a Nazi.
Genasi. Jinborn.
But yeah, she looks at you and says, "Actually, well, that's kind of part of the reason why I'm here. I know I know in here I kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I'm actually here on a mission from the Agriculture Protection Agency,
You
and
mean government?
uh, yeah, yeah. And she goes in her pocket and she pulls out a badge.
Audria, like, she does that thing where she's like scanning the situation a little bit. She's like visibly stops and she's doing a thinking face.
Do an
Okay,
insight check for me if you don't mind, Audria.
I'll do an inside check. This is the government. I don't trust the government.
The government.
Wait, right. My character's technically Native American in this setting, aren't they? They'd really have some reasons to not trust government.
Your mother hates the government.
Yeah, of course she does. My mom is like, how old? Like 100 something. She's been through it.
Yeah.
She saw what you guys did.
Saw the Trail of Tears.
She was there. Well, she saw it.
I'll say this. You know that this person is hiding some information, although you're not sure what. It might just be for sake of brevity or a government secret, like they can't disclose the project or like something along that vein.
Well, watch yourself. That's all I'll say. And she kind of walks away as soon as she learns you're government. She goes over to Moss.
Actually, now I have questions.
She does
Okay.
not respond.
Oh, okay then. All right. People here are very friendly. Got it. All right. So I guess she's gonna walk around for someone else to talk to.
Alrighty.
Sorry, just character stuff.
Victor's still just
Yeah, it's a
entertaining
meanie who
children.
walks away from conversations.
Oh yeah, well I'm not the meanie who did the Trail of Tears. It's not funny, but it is horrible.
Oh my
I wasn't
goodness.
there.
If any of the other player characters don't want to interact with Ickney, I can
The
have
G
the
woman.
passer.
I mean, if she approaches Victor, he'll interact with her, but he's kind of focused on entertaining these kids.
I think
Moss would,
she'll.
Moss would, Moss would probably see her and then just like wave because it's a new person.
I imagine she'll like see you wave, and then she'll like kind of tilt her head a bit and walk towards you, and I imagine then she'll notice that this person, I can see their ribs.
And their skull.
There's- She'll like slow, apprehensively walk up, and she'll say, "Hello, hi, hi, hi.
Hello.
You're very cheery, huh?"
A little bit. I mean, I'm kind of sad I'm kind of sad and scared right now because I don't know if my treehouse and my sleeping bucket are okay.
You have a treehouse around here?
I live in a treehouse.
You live in a treehouse?
Hmm.
Oh, interesting. Well, as you could probably tell, I'm not from here. Um, she pulls out the badge again. She goes, "My name is Igni. I'm from the Agriculture Protection Agency." She shows you her badge.
The aggro what now?
Agricultural Protection Agency.
Okay. Those are words.
I work for the government.
Okay. Okay.
Well, yeah. So I was told that there have been magical searches around here in Adair, and looking at it, definitely something. Would you happen to know if this is a common occurrence?
This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this.
Oh, also, I apologize. I didn't get your name. And she puts her hand out for a handshake. She's wearing
Moss,
gloves.
Moss grabs her hand with both of his and shakes it a little too enthusiastically. Hi, I'm Moss.
Moss?
Moss.
Interesting. Oh, also, I imagine while you shake her hand, I imagine that like you could hear like the teeny bits of what sounds like maybe kind of like sand in her gloves. At least like makes like a little weird feeling.
I think you got
Mhm.
tiny rocks with sand in your gloves.
I do. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. She like grabs her she takes her other hand and grabs the glove and takes the glove off and like shakes it and a lot of sand falls out.
Wow.
Huh. Oh man, it's gonna fill back up anyway. It doesn't matter.
Moss definitely tilts his head at that.
Something wrong?
What? How did you get that much sand in your gloves?
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of just builds up.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh, well, anyway, Moss. What can you tell me about this town? Have you lived here long?
I've lived here for my whole life.
Oh, how old are you? She
Good question.
she takes her journals. Like, you don't mind if I write this down, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'd be
Uh,
6 years old.
okay, 6 years old then.
If I
Uh,
remember your backstory good enough.
Yeah.
I'm I'm sorry, you're 6
Yep.
years?
Yes.
Okay. Um, all right, so now you've lived here all your life. What can you tell me about this place?
Um, the people are nice. Uh, not a lot
She
happens.
when you say that people are nice, she kind of like does like to herself like a well, some of them I'm sure.
Oh yeah, wait, no, there's that guy, and then I'm gonna point at Victor, like really blatantly. He's not nice.
The
Watch him.
You're
the
pointing
Watch
at a
out for
guy who
him.
the
is
the
entertaining
man
children right now.
I
Yeah.
know that
the
he looks nice right now, but don't be deceived. That man trashed a bar because I made a harmless little comment while we were playing pool.
You didn't
the
He
say
would
man
have broken my bones.
well the man entertaining the children?
Yes, I know that he looks nice, but if you say something that makes him mad, he will try and take your bones.
that.
Oh,
That
well,
is
that should
just.
be a problem. I was it's not important. Um, so yeah, from what I can tell, it seems like a relatively small town.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's a
Hmm.
close community, which is nice.
Yeah, has there been anything unusual happening here these last few weeks apart from and she like takes her pencil and kind of points to the ceilings like what's going on right now?
Nothing that I can think of now.
Okay, okay.
I mean, he's pretty unusual. I'm gonna point back at Victor.
Moss hates Victor.
Moss hates Victor,
Continuation.
but it's
Igni,
understandable.
Andre, it is.
can I ask for you to roll a perception check now that you've had time to acclimate yourself to the setting?
16.
You can tell that every single person in here, children included, are wearing yellow bracelets.
uh, nice nice yellow bracelet. I
Well, thank
say to
you.
the huh.
Can I check her
Yeah.
wrist to see if she's wearing one?
She does not.
Oh. They hand them
uh
out sometimes. If you wanted one, you could get one.
no, I'm I'm good. Thank you, though. Do you? I see. You all have one.
I guess we do.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't pay much attention to people's wrists.
If I'm asking, who or what gave you those? Is it like a uniform thing around here, or
Most people just get them from the people that like hand them out.
what people? You could tell she furrows her brow when she notices the bracelets.
Aren't there like
Uh,
people that stand outside of the church that hand them out sometimes?
so, firstly, the church itself hands them out.
Okay, okay, okay.
But secondly, you haven't really noticed the people wearing the bracelets because you know you were wearing one your whole life, and then eventually everyone else was.
hmm
They're like, oh, okay, that's just a normal thing. People need that to be alive.
Okay, so Moss thinks everybody wears bracelets because they need them to live.
And I can only imagine how he feels about seeing somebody not wearing a bracelet.
Okay, new
Person,
question. Does Moss think she's a zombie or something?
that actually makes a lot of sense, judging by some of
You
the
can think
things.
whatever Moss wants to think.
Okay, yeah, Moss is gonna be a little concerned and convinced that this lady's probably a zombie or something. Um, yeah, Moss is just gonna like take a small step backwards, uh,
Uh,
and then
I'm
just
sorry.
respond with, "Well, the church hands them out."
Is everything all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, there's a whole dust storm over our heads.
I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does. It does. All right. Well, question. Actually, do you know who tall, the big tall lady is? Big tall woman?
That one, and then I'm gonna point to Audria.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
Audrey
that's
kind of
Audria.
looking over at you the entire time. I will say that.
I'm gonna wave excitedly at Audria.
She gives you a little smile.
That's Audria. She's nice.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
soon
Stop being
as
part of the government, and I'll be nice to you.
soon as Victor gets a chance to get up and check on others, he's gonna start making rounds and checking on everyone.
Uh, well, all right. Well, thank you, Moss. And hopefully we won't be stuck in here that long.
Hopefully not.
But we'll see. And she like puts the journal back in her pocket, and she like smiles and nods, and she walks away.
Audrey does make her way over to Moss after she's away.
Whenever Audrey gets to Moss, he's gonna point. He's gonna point at the lady that just walked away, and he's just gonna be like, "I'm pretty sure that's a zombie."
Yeah, that's what I think too, sweetheart. They all are up there.
I'm
Think they
so
know
glad we're
better
on
than
the same
us.
page.
Think they know better than us. Sorry. Completely different pages, same page.
So,
He didn't hurt you now. She didn't hurt you now, did he, sweetie?
No, she just asked me a bunch of questions.
What's with all this sand? And that'll be the end of mine. I roll.
alrighty. So the father of the church, Father Langley, he begins walking around with basically a bowl of these friendship bracelets. And he's going around, and to the one or two random people who don't, he's going to sit down and talk with them. And after a minute or two of talking, like hands the bracelets over for them to put on. And then once he sees that everyone's wearing it except Igni, he's going to walk over to you, Igni. Ah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
What do we have the honor of hosting a uh, official government member in our church beyond the dust storm and everything?
Oh, well, I'm from the Agricultural Protection Agency, and I'm just here. I was here to check out any magical sightings. But looks like they came to me. So,
Ah, give me just a moment if you don't mind. I have something that might be interesting to you.
and what would that
Uh,
be?
he skitters off to the back real quick, and then he comes back out with a manila folder that says Agricultural Protection Agency on front. And
Interesting.
he hands it to you, and he says, "I got this file a while ago, and I thought I'd hold on to it just in case I ever met someone in that government section."
Okay. How old is this? How old is this? Like a folder, you said?
This manila folder looks pretty new.
Okay.
The
She.
man, Father Langley, he looks like he's 70.
Mm-hmm. She like slowly kind of opens the folder. What's in here?
I'm sending you what is in there. It's going to take a minute.
Okay, no problem.
Man,
Can
Uh,
Victor
zombie
have
lady.
worked his way over?
Indeed, he could.
All right, he's gonna join Father Langley here.
I'm excited for this. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised everyone has such a great impression of me.
Well, that's what you get for going to a small
Yeah, you're
town.
right. God.
Government,
Yeah. I get it. I get it. I
government
get it.
boy, girl. Am I just gonna misgender every freaking character constantly? Is that what's just gonna happen?
I mean, I did
As
it
it
I get
too.
it.
appears, it appears I misgendered every single character constantly.
But yeah, Victor's
Who cares
gonna
To be
about
come
that?
fair,
out.
Moss is wearing a sundress. I'm sorry. So in the back of my head, I'm like, female, right? No, male in dress.
Yeah,
Dress male.
Victor's gonna come up to Father Langley and our new friend here, and just kind
Trevor,
yeah, kind of
Victor.
stand next to Father Langley for a bit.
Yeah, they say, Victor. Sorry, name's in old age.
Poor man.
Is there anything you need me to do, Father?
Oh, just keep doing what you're doing, entertaining people, keeping hopes high. That's all we can do to wait out the storm.
Yeah. Uh, who is this, by the way?
Oh,
I
uh,
just met
hello.
them.
I'm Igni. Nice to meet you. And she pulls out her badge again. I'm with the Agricultural Protection Agency. I just arrived. Uh, I came to this town because of reports of magical sightings, and here we are.
I'm just gonna look between Igni and Father Langley.
Father Langley, with a smile, he says, "You know how our mail gets swapped sometimes. I
Okay.
had a file that got sent here with little letters APA. It's like, I should not open this because I'm not qualified for government secrets."
I hope you enjoy your stay here. If there's anything
Well,
I can get for you, just let me know.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. And she nods.
And Victor's gonna wander back off and check on more people.
Alrighty.
While we're in while we are in like while we're alone, she's gonna say to the father, "So, interesting. How long have you said you've had this recently?"
Well, I think before we do that, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
How often do you go to church, if I can ask?
Oh, I don't partake. I'm too busy.
Well, do you know what a confessional is?
Yes, I know what a confessional is.
Well, how about I take you on a tour of ours real quick? Let you get the real experience of person of the face. He smiles and sort of leads you towards the confessional box.
That I like that. She has the file. She closed the file and the folder and just walk. It's a nice place you have, Father.
Oh, thank you. Partly government help of building this place up and keeping it as maintained as it has.
Mhm. Yeah, people seem to really trust you. And you are the father, after all.
Of course, I've lived here my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Victor, you can see Father Langley bringing Igni towards the confessional boxes.
All right.
That's just something you've been able to like lock onto is when people go to confessional boxes and such.
Cool. I'm gonna try and go over there as close as I can.
Alrighty. So once you two are in the box, you get on the one side, Igni, the Father Langley gets in the other.
Mm.
And he's like, "So, what would you like to talk about?"
He is. uh, She thinks for a second and says, "So, to secure?
Totally soundproof.
Really interesting. Totally. Hmm.
Name
All
government
right.
agencies.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. So, what have you seen around here?
Well, nothing magical sorts other than these bracelets.
Right.
Those are a new thing. We just got them in yesterday.
Is he wearing one?
He is wearing one, yes.
Mm. And I see I see everyone else has them too.
Yeah, sort of what small towns around here are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, gives you some nice benefits. For example, my back pain's gone after I started wearing this.
Right. Right. Yeah. And
Although there was an incident the other day at the pharmacy. Oof.
mm,
Yeah, they forgot to change out the cash register in time.
that's what she's. Oh, right. Right. And I imagine that. Good night, Kitty. And I imagine that when you got these, it gave you a realized you couldn't do something. If that makes sense.
Nope. Don't ring a bell.
Hmm. Eh, Just these look familiar. That's all.
Yeah, I think one big difference between you and I is you've gotten inside of the government. You've been inside the buildings and seen the sights. I applied when I was a young man, and then I just fell off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on call.
And we're very thankful to have someone like you. which begs the question. I have so you know why I'm here. What is there anything in particular I should be aware of?
Oh, nothing that you'd really be interested in, unless you want me to talk your ear off about agricultural dust and crop rotations and stuff.
I suppose if I may rephrase the question, anything that is, I mean, pertinent to my visit, anything magical, obviously apart from this dust storms here. Do these type of dust storms occur often in this town?
Not as bad as this. This is the worst we've seen
Worse than how long?
ever.
Ever? Huh.
Hopefully, this is just like the climax of everything, and stuff will start calming down.
Right. Right. Well, my officer gave me this, and I pull out the MPD. And this has been off the rails ever since this dust storm started.
It
So I'm a
is
little concerned.
the flaps at the top are completely lit up as you are
Mm,
now in the middle of the storm. And it
mm,
looks like there is more magic, but it can't display it.
mhm. So, yeah, based on this, we're in the eye of the storm, so to speak, the physical and the metaphorical one. So I'm just a little concerned.
Uh, we'll be fine. Just can't really knock down buildings.
Well, thus is the least of my worries. I'm more worried about I'm more worried about you mentioned this is not a common storm, so I imagine what other qualities the storm might have. So it could be anything.
True. But I have faith.
Hmm. I have another question for you. Who else, does anyone else in your church know about, your, on-call position?
I do not.
Okay.
I'd, I'd
It
appreciate it if that stayed between us agents.
course. Course. Speaking of people, is there anyone in particular I should be well aware of apart from the individual who looks like goo?
Well, you might have noticed, but out there's a little automaton man.
Automaton?
So outside in the church, there is a what can only be described as a robot.
Mhm.
It isn't Warforged because it doesn't have a soul. It is purely robotic.
Uh-huh.
And it looks pretty old. If people have seen The Mandalorian season one, it's the battle droid
Oh
that
hell yeah.
fights
Oh,
alongside.
oh,
Hell yeah.
IG?
Yeah, it looks like that guy,
Mm,
Love that.
except just older.
mhm. I hope it doesn't threaten
Uh,
to self-destruct.
it's older and kinder. There aren't any guns on it. It's just hands.
Okay. She'll write it down and she'll say, "Okay, what about it? Him.
Well,
It?
Andy, he's a special case. They were made by I'll just call her as it is, a magic lady.
A magic lady. What kind of magic lady?"
I live out in town, past the fence lines and everything,
Mhm.
and she's kind and all. She accidentally made Andy one day and dropped him off.
Ac Interesting, okay, and he's been here ever since?
Pretty much living in the storage closet.
Alright, alright. Andy, she writes it down. Uh, I I've been meaning to ask, I had a interesting conversation with a Goliath a few minutes ago, if you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, was it the? Yeah, they helped out with a soup kitchen the other day. Yesterday, in fact.
Yeah, I believe Moss, his name was. That this person's name was Audria?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, she did not exactly welcome me with open arms. And she like says that kind of nervously.
Well, here in our area of the nation, people around here aren't too happy with having government eyes looking in.
Mm-hmm. They
The
never do until we have to come in and save them.
Yeah, that's true. One thing you gotta know. There's a bar in town.
Uh,
People see you going towards the bar, they will try and stop you unless you make it absolutely sure that you're not trying to shut down the bar.
what depends. What is wrong with the bar?
With alcohol.
Oh, I mean, I I really I don't give a shit about people drink. I'm not. Well,
It,
you should know more than everyone else. I'm not. We're not that kind of government, right? Officers.
I'm aware, but some people have certain political aspects, and you do technically have the right to arrest someone, but that power is not going to hold up too well here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Enough. Okay. All right. Well. Anything interesting about the bar apart from the fact that it sells something that's supposed to not be selling?
Uh, they got another Warforged working there. Some magic in
Okay.
that soul.
Okay. All right. Well. That's all I can think of at the moment, and I'm assuming if I need to reach you again, we can have another one of our confessionals.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear sound start rushing back into the box. Uh, hear him say, uh, "Well, welcome, my child, and any time, feel free to call."
Uh, she says, "Oh, thank you, Father," and she nods.
And you hear him get out of the box.
Mm.
He
I'll
starts
give it a
making his
bit
Yes.
way
before I
to
go
you.
out. Cool.
Victor's still just lingering near the confessional.
I guess
Well,
Andre's
you heard
still talking with
Victor.
Moss.
Victor, you heard what sounded like not a lot, just a couple of
Just kind of murmuring.
Remember,
yeah. But you didn't get any of the juicy information.
Mm. I'm imagining like Liz like hiding behind the confessional. I'm imagining.
He probably
But
would.
yes.
Hmm.
Does Victor say anything when Igni gets out?
He just kind of stares at her with narrowed eyes. Doesn't try to hide it or anything. Just stares.
If she saw this, I imagine she'll just think like, "Wow." She just remembers. She just thinks to herself, "People here are weird."
How
And
dare you insult my friend Moss like that?
Hey, rude. Lost eyes.
Moss is completely normal. There's no
She
skeletons in Moss's closet. They're all
she's what we
inside.
would call she's what we would call a city slicker.
Moss
Victor's
is,
gonna run off
Moss is a
after
child.
Victor's gonna run off after Father Langley to try and ask him about what was going on.
Oh, sometimes you need a quiet place to talk when you're meeting new people. That'd be his response.
Hmm.
Huh. You know, I haven't
With
thought
that,
about.
he'll kind of turn around, and as he turns around, everyone inside sees the glass stained window, like at the back, light up as a huge bolt of lightning illuminates the outside.
Oh Jesus!
Oh
And
shit!
a
Oh
loud
shit!
crack of thunder rumbles overhead. Some of the pews of the church start rocking a little bit because they're not put together too well.
Yeah,
Oh.
Victor just Victor jumps. He just got startled.
I'm hiding under the nearest table I can find.
Andra gets down to talk with Moss. Not under the table, just kind of gets down so Moss can hear him. You all right there, sweetheart?
No, what was that?
Well, that was
Uh,
Latin. You never heard Latin?
I have,
Oh,
just never that loud.
how old are you? I never asked that question.
Moss holds up the like 6 little fingers.
Wait, do you just do it on one hand or 2 hands?
Yeah, he holds up one hand and makes 6 fingers on that one hand.
Oh, I thought you were older than that, dear. Maybe I
He
shouldn't have
holds up
given you a
5
gun.
fingers, realizes that's not enough, and then makes a little one pop out the side.
Oh, that's kind of disconcerting. But
Victor's gonna start seeking out Moss and Adria after the not so productive conversation with Father Langley.
yeah, Father is suspicious. Father is
Kinda.
sus. Father is sus.
A little bit.
Father might be an imposter.
Father vented?
Father,
That's
Father
all the
Vincent.
Yeah. We gotta go to emergency meeting and vote out Father and this weird chick with
We
sand
need.
in her glove.
You say that like you're not suspicious as all hell.
So,
Where did the sand come from?
how easily can
The
Victor
gloves.
find these two?
I'm
You can see
pretty.
Audrey sitting on the ground very easily.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
Andrea doesn't.
I'm gonna go join. I'm gonna go join him.
I just kind of look over a little bit concerned and see that you're not angry, and then I don't care. Man, I hope your treehouse is all right, darling. I said to
Oh, my
Moss,
treehouse is okay too. I hope it doesn't take my sleeping bucket.
"You sleep in a bucket?
Yeah, I sleep in a bucket.
Is that comfy?
There are nicer things that you
I don't
can
think it's gonna
sleep
be
in,
comfortable.
like a
Have you
bed.
never slept in a bedroll,
If
Moss?
I sleep on a bed, I droop down the sides.
What if we get you like I don't know, maybe like a hammock, tarp? What about like a tarp? What if we do a
Like
tarp
my
and like a
sleeping
hammock?
bucket.
You just want a bucket?
Yeah, just one bucket.
What if we get you a nicer bucket?
I've been trying to find a nicer bucket. I stole that one from the store down the street.
Oh, you shouldn't steal, sweetheart.
Stealing is not good.
No, stealing's illegal. I should know.
I
I've
mean, I know it's
broken many
illegal,
laws.
but
I've
the
broken many
bucket was
laws.
there, and I could have put it to better use, so I decided to put it to better use.
Uh, wait. What is the name of your character, Aiden? I'm sorry. I
Igni.
completely.
Igni.
Igni? Like
Yeah.
Igni?
Like the
Igni?
rock.
Igneous rock.
Like the
Yeah.
rock.
Huh. I think there's a rock theme with you. Oh no, maybe it's the sand, the stony eyes.
So all
Yeah,
I'm saying is
well, you know the thing about sand.
No.
What? I'm trying to understand the joke.
Oh, you know, it can be sometimes coarse, but not for her.
Oh god
Some
damn.
people,
um,
and also like a little bit rough and maybe irritating occasionally, but not too bad.
Victor's
I
gonna
hate
look around to make sure, like, Father Langley and Igni aren't around.
they're suspicious.
I imagine she like kind of like sticks to her own like corner of the church. She's not around you guys. She's like writing stuff down in her journal.
Is it just me, or you get bad vibes from that one?
She's a
I
zombie.
Well,
I
besides,
don't like her.
I don't think she's a zombie.
She's a zombie.
Hey, hey, Moss. Did you notice anything strange about her eyes? I remember them almost being like stony around the eyes.
No, she had a lot of sand in her glove for some reason.
Oh, also her eyes. When I was this, her eyes were like not like glowing, but definitely like a brighter contrast than like normal person's eyes.
Her eyes are also weird. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I'm also not too sure about that Father Langley. They were in there for a while.
I'm
I
mainly just concerned that she's not wearing a bracelet.
Hey, Victor, how long? How long have you been wearing these bracelets? I just remembered I'm wearing this thing from yesterday. It hasn't fallen off or anything.
how long would Victor have had this?
Since yesterday,
Since
so about
yesterday?
36
Okay.
hours.
I got it yesterday.
What happens if we take these off? Andrea tries taking her bracelet off.
Oh
Right.
Jesus!
I
Things
know
happen.
that like there's a bad feeling when you take it
Yeah.
off. So
So
I tried
as
doing
you
it.
as you grab it, you get a very bad feeling.
I tried getting it off anyway.
Right, Igni, your magical pulse detector sort of resets for a second and then like does another little beep beep around the 3 range.
Do I notice this person taking
They're not
bracelet
hiding
off?
it. They're not hiding it. They're just doing it.
Roll an
And
investigation check to see if you can like see exactly where. It's mostly for time rather than for like if you see it, because you will see it if you look.
19.
You see Audria about 3 seconds into taking this thing off.
Iggy's gonna go. Wait! Don't take that off.
I keep going.
Don't.
Audria, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
A wisdom saving throw. That's concerning.
Oh, especially since he got an 8.
I gotta go
Alright.
temporarily insane.
I'm opening up your sheet real quick.
Ooh, what's new?
Oh no.
Oh boy! Oh
I'm
boy!
getting PTSD flashbacks.
Oh
No.
boy! Now we're back in business. We're back in business.
Yeah. Fortunately,
Those
Cthulhu's
words were
Mouth did
so
not have
horrifying in old
anything in it.
Chicago.
This is just a bracelet, guys. What are you talking about?
Not a fucking bracelet.
What is it then?
No,
Huh?
it's not just a fucking bracelet.
What all is it then? It just says
We're about to
bracelet
find
of
out.
you.
It's a
You about to
friendship
find out.
bracelet.
I'm about to find out. And maybe take some drugs to not remember this. Oh God, what is this? Are you spelling paranoid?
Yeah, give me a second.
Paranoid.
Source type, taking the bracelet off gives me paranoia. Oh, I'm taking it off.
There you go.
So do I lose the benefits from the friend of
Also lose the benefits.
should I just I'll just say not active for now in case it forces me to.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if Father Langley is gonna force me to put it back on, not active.
Oh, he won't.
Because this thing's scaring me. If it's like messing with my brain, it's scaring me.
Alright.
So yeah, I take it off.
Alright, you took it off. Igni.
Yeah.
Audria's still sitting up. Everything seems to be okay.
Walk up to you and kind of just, like look at you with a very concerned look.
Since she's paranoid, she's just looking at the bracelet and she's trying to like,
Would I?
She
Would
she,
I?
she reaches for a bottle in like the middle of the church. She's reaching for a bottle.
Victor's just glaring
Oh,
at
two
Igni.
insanity. Ooh, two insanity. Oscar, when did you add insanity?
So, folks, lovely
Always been a thing.
folks,
Always been a thing.
if something happens to your character's mental state to the extreme, I will give insanity points, which work a little different than Old Chicago. Instead of it being a scale, eventually I'm just going to cash that insanity in for something of that value to happen to your character.
Oh.
Hmm.
It'll happen,
I
happen
just
randomly at my discretion, just like insanity should be.
Okay.
random and at your discretion.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I just kill Moss in a fit of insanity. Sorry.
Victor will keep it
That's
from
dark.
happening.
Victor is now the hero.
How the turns have tabled.
How the tables have turned it.
How the turns
Yeah.
have tabled.
As you
I
guys
take
are
a
sitting here, you hear the wind starting to die down and light coming back through the big window. The sun is shining just a little bit through the dust, and while it still is a dust storm, uh, Igni, you don't feel the need to hide anymore, and your MPE just sort of goes all the way down and dies.
Okay. Good. Question.
Hmm.
Would I know about like if I would put the bracelet back on the person, would it like undo anything?
You know that it'll undo all of the negative effects. It'll
Uh,
still happen again if you take it off.
she is all right. The bracelet is on the ground. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I dropped it. I
Right.
was didn't
She's gonna
see.
pick it back
I'm
up
getting
and she's gonna say,
cough drop.
"Look, look. I know this is going to sound weird, but trust me, you're better off having this on."
Hmm. I don't know about that.
Hmm.
She took 2 more drops, so she's a little higher now.
Alright, do a constitution saving throw if you're doing 2 more drops.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
your 4th drop of the day.
Yeah, it is.
Not
Um,
hallucinating, but you're very laid back.
Oh,
I want to
I
grab
feel a little better.
Igni and take her off to take her aside somewhere where I can just talk to her.
Okay. She definitely picked up the bracelet. Well, okay.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Well, I told father and I told you exactly why I was here. I was here to investigate magical sightings in this area. And looks like the dust storm is gone, but I mean, you all are wearing bracelets. And I think none of you have any idea who these bracelets really belong to.
We got them yesterday. And now you're here.
She kind of like looks to everyone and she kind of like leans in and whispers. She goes, "You wouldn't happen to know who the friends of Nell are, would you?"
I don't know.
Crap. Uh, these bracelets, I've seen them on someone before, and I know how it works roughly based on testimony, and essentially the bracelets give you perks, but essentially almost, if I'm understanding it correctly, make you bound to an organization and a person. And if you were to take these bracelets off, you would lose both the positives and you would gain something negative, like your friend
Hilarious.
here. It's not really that funny. It's
Let's
funny.
say for a second.
It's funny in a self-deprecating kind of way. But yeah,
Let's say for a second I believe what you're saying.
Okay, okay. And she she gives you the bracelet and says she should put the bracelet back on. So, I'm not gonna do it, but because she'll probably shoot me. But are you her friend?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, well she needs to put the bracelet back on for her own sake. Otherwise there's a good chance that she will get worse.
What specifically brought you here though? And don't just tell me you're investigating magical whatever. What specifically?
Right. You can't tell anyone about this, okay? No one.
Okay.
I'm serious. No one. All right. Well, um, I told you that I was from the Agricultural Protection Agency. Uh, real thing is that agency doesn't exist, kind of. And she takes the badge that she showed you earlier, and she kind of essentially like flips it around almost, and on the badge you see the insignia of Argus. And if you look at the badge, it's Argus stands for Advanced Research Group Uniting Superhumans. All right. So I was told from one of my superior officers of magical comings and goings here, specifically magical surgings in this place that aren't usual. So what I told you is more of a half truth. It's more so just who brought me here. So I really am here for looking for magical surges. And that dust storm is unusual, yes. But a part of me thinks that these, and she points to the bracelet that he's holding, and the bracelet. You're wearing a bracelet too, right?
Yeah.
The bracelet in your hand, like that, might have something to do with it.
How exactly are bracelets causing problems?
Well, these bracelets are magical in nature.
I haven't noticed anything. It's just a bracelet.
It is. Question. Can if I put the MPD in front of a bracelet, would I know that it would like throw up signs?
It would give off a very faint one. It would do a bottom one. So essentially, the first light would tick on, being like, yeah, it's magic, but not super.
Hmm.
How would it react to
All right,
Victor who can use some magic?
It responds differently to living creatures.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out the device. Okay, so this is an MPD. This detects magic, essentially. And she's gonna put the bracelet in front of the little device and show Victor the little peak. See, it's very very small, but it's there. And every single person in this room, apart from me, and now your friend, is wearing one.
Okay.
Mm. Now with that knowledge, you might want to take it off, but trust me, do not take that off.
What the hell's gonna happen if I do?
From what I've heard and what I've seen from your friend, it seems that it enhances certain negative qualities about you.
Oh, I don't need any of that.
Yeah, you really, really don't. So that's but if we can get this back on your friend, that should undo it. However, your friend needs to keep it on. And it seems like your friend doesn't exactly it might sound better coming from you. I could also force it on their hand, but I don't think they'd like that.
So you've got to be here for more than just the bracelets.
I told you I'm here to investigate magical surges. That is what I'm here for. Whether you believe me or not right now is not as important as making sure that person puts the bracelet back on.
Hmm.
With that, the sun outside shines again. The wind stops battering the building. Storm is over. You've survived one of the many.
I don't think I will be able to convince her to put it back on. I don't have the best
Okay.
relationship with them.
Okay.
That
All
kind of
right.
comes with
Fine.
trying to kill one of them.
What?
Nothing.
Sorry.
Small town things. Don't worry about it. Just small town things. It happens. Sometimes you try
Okay.
things.
Would you happen to know anyone who's they're friendly with?
Moss might be able to. Jello boy over there.
Right. Okay. I met him. Question: what is Andrea doing right now? She's just like downing alcohol.
Wait, who?
You.
You,
How'd you get her
Audrey?
name right,
The one
Andrea?
with the bottle with the dropper dropping 1 or 2 drops on your tongue.
Yeah, I'm getting high. Getting high
Oh,
off
okay.
cough
You're
syrup.
in high. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Drinking's bad for you. This is medicine.
There might be a slight problem with me trying to get Moss to get
Right.
her
He
to,
hates you.
yeah.
Okay.
I kind of tried to
Right.
kill him.
What? No. Never mind. Never mind. Um.
It's part of why
uh,
me taking the bracelet off would be a bad idea.
she's gonna go to Moss and say, Moss, a word.
Yeah, sure.
Why are they
Okay.
all looking at me?
I'm
What
gonna
Audrey?
pull Moss over and say, okay. Long story short, there's no agricultural protection agency. I am a member of Argus. Your friend needs to put the bracelet back on.
You gonna try
Uh,
making the high person with guns put back on a bracelet while they're
Look,
paranoid?
Jello
Or
boy, you're the one most likely to get her to put it back on.
Jello boy.
You pretended
um
to be Jello.
Okay.
Audria
Okay.
has left the building while you guys are talking because she's paranoid and she's seeing people gather around and look at her.
Oh no.
That is really concerning to her right now. So she left the building and she's in her she's going to her truck.
So, can...
So, real quick, if I can say, Audrey, whenever you open the door, it's hard to open at first. Eventually, once you get it open, you can see why. There's about a foot of dust, sand, just all around the ground.
Oh, I'm glad I made sure my car was safe.
You
And
notice the truck next to you is not covered and therefore has a lot of dust on it.
oh, yeah, I made the good choice. And I head over to my truck.
All
I'm not
right.
going to make it easy for you. I'm high and paranoid. That's a bad combination.
So, do you think you can get her to put it back on, Jello boy?
I mean, I can try.
We should meet to like right now. Okay.
Alright,
Okay, wait. Where'd she go?
well,
I'm going outside.
Victor's gonna
Oh,
follow.
oh, she's following me. I'm high, man.
Roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Oh yeah, great. This sounds perfect. That's not great.
Yeah, they're in a truck. They have legs. Go.
Get in the truck. Get in the truck. So I'm like frantically getting the tarp off the hood and getting in my
All
truck.
right, can I like speed up to her? Listen, I have 40 feet of movement.
You want to try running at someone? You can try.
Well, I mean, I have 40 feet of movement. I can outrun you, buddy.
Yeah, that's not the problem here. That's
You could
not the
definitely-
problem.
You could definitely catch up and walk to them, their truck, before they can get in. They have the whole tarp situation to deal with.
As soon
All
as
right.
I'm driving off.
So is she like she's just getting the tarp off?
Audra, you'd be getting the tarp off when Igni walks up.
Listen, ma'am. I need you to put the bracelet back on. It's for your own. It's for your own sake.
No, I'm not gonna put the bracelet back on. No.
No, I'm sorry. You're putting this back on.
Uh, you want to make me?
I'm gonna go
she
make her.
she tries getting into the car.
Victor's gonna come up and try and keep Adria out of the car.
Roll
That's
an
not-
athletics check, you two people.
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Oh, not acrobatic.
Hell.
Athletics.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes!
Good job, Victor. Victor's rolled
No,
a
I want
7
to be
against
lower.
Audria, who rolled a 5.
I got a 7.
You two managed to keep this Furbo Goliath girl out of their truck.
I have 0 strength, which is concerning for my size. She tries to
Right.
just run off then. You can try putting the bracelet on. I will warn you against it.
Can I?
As a
Can,
I will
if we pulled her
chase.
out, if we pulled her out, can I attempt to put the bracelet on her?
You can roll a sleight of hand check, DC 15.
Ooh,
Oh,
natural 20,
nat
baby.
20.
Can I try rolling to see that? It's probably not going to work.
This was just to get it on without you being able to smack your hand away.
Okay.
So, Audria, wait a minute. You're paranoid for chumps. You're no longer paranoid and you have your effects of your bracelet back.
What?
Insanity
Just-
goes away, all your negative effects go bye-bye.
Victor's gonna grab Adria by the shoulders and just don't take the bracelet off, okay?
Why not? Give me one good reason.
Because it's magic and it does something.
Did you notice that you don't feel as whatever you felt right now, right when you put the bracelet back on?
Yeah. That has nothing to
That's
do
just-
with the goddamn bracelet.
It has everything to do with the bracelet, actually.
What the?
Well,
Why should I keep this thing on then?
now I'm curious.
Give me one good reason why I should keep it on.
Because I just
Everyone's
told you, if you
reference at
take
home.
if you take it off, that's gonna happen. So you need to keep it on you. Just like all of you need to keep yours on you. Otherwise, that is going something like that is going to happen to all of you.
There's no way a paranoia is connected to this bracelet. She tries taking it off again.
All right.
No.
I am.
For
I'm.
everyone's reference, these bracelets look like neon yellow rubber friendship bracelets.
They're not. They don't
So
look
if you thought it
magical.
was something dark and gritty, no, it's very much a mid 2000s friendship bracelet.
In the 1930s.
All right. I'm going to grab Adria by the shoulders again and just. Do you want to find out what happens when you take the bracelets off? I'll take mine off and you can see it. Just keep yours on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hide under the car.
Um,
What
I'll
did I
dodge
say?
to hide under the car.
Victor,
No.
that's such a bad idea. I'm a little paranoid right now. You shouldn't.
You're the one who wants to take the bracelet off again. Are you still going to take the
There's
bracelet
no
off?
way this is connected to paranoia, and she is going to try taking it off.
I'm going to slap her.
You can try. She's still going to try taking it off.
All right, if you try and take it off again, you immediately feel this paranoia.
I'm going to grab the bracelet and keep it on her. Like, listen. You need to keep it on you.
Why should I keep this horrifying thing on me?
Lost is fucking sobbing under the car.
Give me one.
I gave you multiple reasons
Why
you
is
shouldn't.
this stupid fucking bracelet? I'm yelling. Sorry,
Here.
parents.
Uh,
No.
Um.
Is there not like an anti-curse for this?
okay, look, I will explain. I will explain to you everything, but do not take the bracelet off.
Easy for you to say. You don't have one on.
Do not take it off.
I won't take it off. Why the hell are you not wearing one then? They're so safe, right?
Because
They're so safe and
because I
easy
don't
to
have
put
one.
on. Well, then put one on. You apparently think they're safe and an easy thing to just take on and off.
I don't think they're safe. However, you put one on already, and if you take it off, you make it worse for
Yeah,
yourself.
you think the Father Langley just told me it was a friendship bracelet? What is this thing?
Okay. These bracelets, I told your friend here, they are magical. Okay? They are associated with the Friends of Nell. I'm assuming you don't know who the Friends of Nell are?
No.
Or you know
Actually, Audria, that's not true.
Oh, why do I
You
know
know a
about that?
little bit because you've lived in the United States for the past 3 years.
Right.
Over the past couple of years, around Washington, D.C., taking up a couple of the states, there has been a new country forming called the Amiri Kingdom, where the king of the Friends of Nell lives. However,
What
beyond that, that's all you would know about them.
what are these things? They're just passing them out?
essentially they are, and she goes in quotes, friendship bracelets. I give the person they wear them certain boons. Usually makes whatever negative quality about them a little less. However, what this also does, it essentially bonds a person to Nell. And if you were to take it off, it would increase a negative factor about you tenfold. I know this from testimony from someone else who wore this.
What is this, like a terrorism thing? What is this?
All right. I
Trying to
want to
scare
see
us?
what it does to me.
No,
Can
no,
can
don't
we
take it off.
can we restrain me somehow so I don't?
No,
No.
on absolutely no
Andrea
circumstances
is getting
should
in the
you
car.
should you take it off.
She's not dealing with
And
this right now.
Watch me.
no,
I'm gonna take it off.
You just want to. All right, roll a wisdom saving throw if you don't mind.
can I try? Can she try to fucking prevent them from taking it off?
9.
You you are too far away to be able to move in time.
Damn.
But immediately you feel that overwhelming, oh goodness, I shouldn't do this. As soon as you just rip it off anyways, you get a feeling, which I will type out to you on Discord.
Okay.
Let's
Also,
just
can I
say
fucking book it back to the church?
Andrea and Victor have a shootout in the parking lot. Sorry.
Oh
So you
Yeah,
get
why
that
did you think it
message
was a good
flash
idea?
over your
no.
head.
Victor's gonna fall down to his knees and start sobbing.
Oh, Ma stops
Wait.
in track and turns around confused.
All right. Well, while this sobbing occurs, can I put the bracelet back on one of his arms?
You can just put it in your pocket. You know that as long as it's in vicinity of someone who wants to do it. But putting it on the wrist will like, force it to go.
Put on the wrist for what?
Basically, if you want them to automatically attune to the bracelet, you put it on their wrist.
Okay.
If they are willing to attune back to it, you can just put it anywhere on their person.
Victor's just
All right.
on the ground sobbing and saying his whole life is a lie.
All right. If Victor's too distracted by crying, I'm gonna put the bracelet back on the wrist.
Oh, he is very
Oh.
distracted by crying.
You
Alright,
didn't
as
stop me
soon-
from getting back in the car, so that's where Andrea's going.
As soon as you get the bracelet back on your wrist, you realize, wait a minute. Oh, true.
You just handed these out to us. I even asked Father Langley what they were for. He said nothing. No, he just. Sorry, is that the right word, Father Langley?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
that
gave us to
was
these? I'm about to kill that man. This is fucking concerning.
Hold on. I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew.
that was a rather unpleasant experience.
Andrea got in her car and she's trying to drive off at this point. She's not dealing with this right now. This is concerning. All of this is bad.
Is he? She goes to Victor and she says, "All right, are you okay? You okay? You're safe. You're fine."
Maybe?
Well, you see what I mean? Or you shouldn't take them off. She's gonna help you up.
That was a crisis I wasn't ready for.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. What's Moss doing?
Moss is just like, at this point, he's just staring at the bracelet on his wrist and like fiddling with it.
He goes, are you like near us? I think you said you were running away.
He started to run away, and then he heard Victor crying instead of screaming like what he thought was gonna happen. And then he stopped and was a little bit confused.
Agni's gonna say, "Please do not.
Yeah,
Do
no,
not
Moss just
take that
kind of
off."
like grabs it protectively and like holds it to his chest. He's like, "Don't, no, I'm not, I don't want that to happen to me."
Okay. She like finds somewhere nearby to like sit, and she just like takes off her like little like military kind of cap and just starts like rubbing her temple. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
How can we get rid of these without having a crisis?
Well, if you're thinking about destroying them, then you wouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that either. If you destroy it, most likely it'll kill you.
What?
Remember how I told you how I know about these from testimony? The person I knew told me about one occasion in which someone they knew tried to destroy the bracelet and they exploded.
Well,
Yes. So do not take it off. Don't take it off and don't destroy it. It's unfortunately, for the time being, you're stuck with it. And I don't know. And contrary to what your friend said, another friend ish foe, whatever, says, I don't think the father is in on it.
why? Speaking of Father Langley, why was he being so secretive with you?
All right. Well, already he's a he's a friend of our organization. He's not with us. He's in this, but he's a friend. And that's all you need to know. But again, I do not think he knew this willingly. At least I hope he didn't. And
I will say, with this brand new mystery of what these bracelets do, who gave them here, and
Why
where
is he still passing them out? He now knows what they're doing. He's still passing them out.
where is Audria going? Spoiler alert, it's to a farm at the end of town.
Yeah.
I will
He's doing this
say
to you.
that that is the end of our stream. I think we did a very good
oh, a
game.
cliffhanger?
And
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
No.
It's almost like this is a
No.
big mystery of the campaign.
No.
I call bullshit on Father Langley still passing these out. I'm gonna fucking kill that man.
As long as you keep your fucking bracelet on, you fucking idiot.
Oh
Keep it
yeah,
on.
yeah. That's so easy to say to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
person who's not wearing one, isn't it?
Well,
If
yeah,
I
no, it's very
destroy
easily
this,
on it. So
I
keep
blow
it. Don't
up.
keep. Yeah,
Children,
keep it on.
children.
Yeah,
Keep it
Victor's,
on.
Children.
Victor's trust in Father Langley is a bit shaken right now.
He's
I
still
will
passing them
say,
out.
this is the point where I'm going to say thank everyone for watching. If you are here watching, we
Yes.
are going to end the stream. That is a cue, Noah.
Thank you for watching. Please check out other streams and our YouTube channel.
Woo.